There comes a moment in life when silence feels heavier than words, when the unspoken pain inside your heart echoes louder than the chaos of the outside world. It's the moment when you realize you've been carrying too much. Too many expectations, too many disappointments, too many broken pieces of people who never knew how to hold you with care. We all carry something. The hurt we never asked for, the weight of relationships that drained more than they gave, the invisible scars of being overlooked, misunderstood, or unloved. And we carry it quietly, hoping no one notices the storm inside. But storms do not stay silent forever. They roar. They demand release. And the truth is, no one can heal a storm by pretending the sky is clear. There are times you must look into your own reflection and whisper, enough. Enough of the pretendings. Enough of the pain I've disguised as strength. Enough of shrinking myself just to be accepted. Because here is a truth you've always known, but perhaps forgotten. You are not here to be someone else's anchor while you drown. You are here to rise. You are here to breathe freely. You are here to feel peace. But peace does not come by holding on to everything. Peace comes by letting go. Letting go of what was never meant for you. Letting go of the words that pierced like knives. Letting go of the people who could not love you in the way you needed. And yes, letting go hurts. It feels like tearing away pieces of yourself. It feels like stepping into emptiness. But what is emptiness except the space where something new can finally grow? Imagine for a moment a garden left untended, overrun by weeds. For years you watered it, hoping flowers would bloom, but all you saw were thorns. Letting go is pulling out those weeds. Painful at first, messy but necessary, because until you clear the soil, nothing beautiful can rise. And you, my friend, are the soil. Within you lies the capacity for love, for joy, for greatness beyond measure. But that greatness is suffocated under the weight of what you cling to. So ask yourself gently, in this moment of truth, what am I still holding that is breaking me? Whose shadow have I been standing in? Forgetting that I, too, was born to shine. This is where the healing begins. Not by fixing what cannot be fixed. Not by begging for pieces that were never yours. Healing begins by choosing yourself. By saying, my peace matters more than my fear of a letting go. My soul matters more than the approval of those who never saw me. My heart deserves freedom, even if it must break to find it. You see, focusing on yourself is not selfishness. It is survival. It is love in its purest form. Because when you choose yourself, you give the world a gift it desperately needs, the gift of someone fully alive, fully free, fully true. Close your eyes and imagine your life without the weight you carry. Imagine walking lighter, breathing deeper, smiling without pretending. Imagine waking up and not replaying the same hurt in your mind. Imagine knowing that your worth was never tied to who stayed or who left. That life is not a dream. It is your birthright. But to reach it, you must release what poisons your soul. You must unclench your fists and let go. Let go not with anger, but with grace. Not with bitterness, but with courage. Not because they deserved it, but because you do. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. You deserve to be free from the ghosts of what was. And in that freedom, you will rediscover yourself. You will remember the sound of your own laughter, the power of your own voice, the fire of your own spirit. You will realize that healing is not about erasing the past, but about refusing to let the past dictate your future. The world does not need you broken. It needs you whole. It needs the version of you who knows their worth. The version of you who no longer chases love, but radiates it. The version of you who walks with quiet strength because you finally know your peace matters. So breathe, release, begin again. The story of your healing starts now. And this is only the first step. There comes a moment after the letting go when silence no longer feels like emptiness, but like clarity. The space you feared is no longer a void, it is possibility. And in that quiet possibility, something begins to stir a flicker, a spark. A reminder that within you has always lived a fire that no storm could ever extinguish. This is the fire of your inner strength. It is not the strength of pretending everything is fine, not the strength of carrying everyone else's burdens while your own soul collapses. No, this strength is different. It is raw. It is tender. It is born from the cracks of your wounds, and yet it glows brighter than you could imagine. You see, strength does not mean you never fell. Strength means you stood again even when your knees trembled. Strength means you chose to rise even when the weight of the world pressed against your chest. Strength means you looked at your pain not with denial, but with courage and whispered, "You will not define me." Think about it, every scar on your heart, every tear you've shed, every night you thought you would not survive, they all became proof of your resilience. Proof that life tried to break you, but here you are, listening, breathing, searching for light. That alone is strength. And now, as you step into this next chapter, your strength must no longer be used only to survive. It must be used to transform. Close your eyes and picture a mountain. For years you have been standing at its base, staring at its height, afraid you could never climb. The mountain is your fears, your doubts, the voices that told you that you were not enough. But within you is the fire that can carry you upward, step by step. And yes, it will be hard. The climb always is. Your legs will ache, your lungs will burn, and your mind will whisper that turning back is easier. But remember this, every step is proof that you are stronger than your fear. Every step is proof that the fire within is greater than the shadows around. Do not underestimate the power of this fire. It is not loud, but it is steady. It whispers to you in the moments you want to quit, keep going. You are capable of more than you believe. And here is the truth that changes everything. The strength you seek has never been outside of you. It has always been within, hidden perhaps, buried beneath years of doubt, but waiting, always waiting for you to remember it. So let this be the moment you rise not just with hope, but with fire. Let this be the moment you stop apologizing for your light. Let this be the moment you choose to believe in your own power. It's not because the world validates it, but because your soul knows it is real. Strength is not perfection. Strength is showing up even when you are afraid. Strength is moving forward, even when the past still tugs at your sleeve. Strength is choosing growth, even when comfort calls your name. Ask yourself, what could I become if I stopped doubting my own fire? What could I achieve if I trusted the power within me more than the fear around me? You are not here to live small. You are not here to dim your flame for the comfort of others. You are not here to carry yesterday's chains when today is begging you to fly. Remember, transformation is not a single moment. It is a journey. Just as fire transforms everything it touches, your inner fire will transform you. It will burn away the lies you've been told. It will consume the fear that once ruled your decisions. It will turn the ashes of your past into the foundation of your future. And as you walk this journey, you will notice something extraordinary. You no longer crave approval of those who once hurt you. You no longer need the validation of those who could not see your worth, because you will feel it deep in your bones, the unshakable truth that you are enough. Enough as you are. Enough in your imperfection. Enough in your journey of becoming. This is where healing deepens. This is where transformation takes root. Because when you believe in your own strength, you no longer wait for others to hand you the permission to rise. You rise anyway. Take a breath. Feel the fire within. It is not coming. It is already here. It has always been here. And with every breath, it grows. With every step, it sharpens. With every choice, it leads you closer to the person you were always meant to become. The world does not change when you hide your strength. The world changes when you live it, when you walk in it, when you embody it so fully that others are inspired to find their own fire. So rise, even if your legs shake, shine, even if the world prefers your silence. Burn with the fire of your truth, because this world has enough shadows. And you were born to be the light. After the fire comes the transformation. After the breaking comes the becoming. After you have released what no longer belongs to you, and after you have felt the fire of your own strength, a new horizon begins to reveal itself, one that whispers of renewal, of rebirth, of life waiting beyond the ruins of what you once knew. Transformation is not gentle. It is not a soft rain that kisses the earth. It is a storm that tears away the old so the new can rise. It is the shedding of skin, the unraveling of who you thought you had to be. It is the death of the mask you wore to survive and the birth of the truth you can no longer hide. And yes, it feels terrifying, because transformation means change. And change means stepping into the unknown. But what is the unknown except a canvas waiting for your colors? Think of a caterpillar. For most of its life, it crawls, limited to the earth beneath its feet. But when the time comes for transformation, it retreats into darkness, a cocoon, silence, stillness. And inside that stillness, something miraculous happens. It dissolves into nothing, into formlessness. Only through that breaking can wings be born. You are no different. The silence you feel, the stillness after the storm, is not emptiness. It is preparation. It is the sacred cocoon of your becoming. The breaking was not your ending. It was your beginning. Your life is calling you to spread wings you have not yet discovered. Wings made not of fragility, but of resilience. Wings crafted by every tear, every scar, every moment you thought you would never rise, and yet here you are. So ask yourself, what am I ready to become if I no longer let the past define me? Who could I be if I stepped out of my cocoon and trusted my wings? Transformation is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you were always meant to be before the world told you to shrink. It is about peeling away the layers of fear, doubt, and pain until all that remains is truth, your truth. And your truth is powerful. Your truth is radiant. Your truth is freedom. Look closely at your reflection. For so long, you may have seen only the broken pieces. But now, those pieces form a mosaic, a work of art shaped by both beauty and pain. That mosaic is your strength. That mosaic is your story. And there is nothing more powerful than a soul who has walked through fire and emerged not consumed, but transformed. This is not the time to hide. This is not the time to apologize for who you are becoming. Transformation asks for courage, the courage to release the old version of yourself, the one who tolerated less than they deserved, the one who doubted their worth, the one who forgot their own brilliance. That version has served its purpose. Now it is time to honor the new. Breathe into this truth: you are not broken. You are becoming, you are unfolding into the person you were always destined to be. But hear this, becoming is not only for you. Yes, your healing is personal, but your transformation is universal. Every step you take toward your own freedom becomes a light for someone still trapped in darkness. Every time you rise, you remind others that rising is possible. Every time you walk in your truth, you give silent permission for others to walk in theirs. This is the ripple effect of transformation. It begins within you, but it does not end with you. Think of it as a river. At its source, it is small, a trickle. But as it flows, it gains strength. It carves valleys. It nourishes the land. It becomes unstoppable. That is you. Your transformation may begin quietly, but soon it will flow into every part of your life, reshaping everything it touches. You will see it in the way you speak, with more conviction. You will see it in the way you walk, with more certainty. You will see it in the way you love, with more freedom. And you will see it in the way you no longer settle for less than you deserve. This is not arrogance. It is awakening. It is knowing that you were never created to crawl when you were meant to fly. It is knowing that you are no longer bound by the shadows of yesterday. It is stepping fully into the light of today. So let yourself transform. Let yourself unfold. Let yourself walk boldly into the unknown, because the unknown is where miracles lie. Remember this: the person you are becoming is already within you. You do not have to search outside. You do not have to beg the world to show you the way. The seed of your greatness has always been planted in your souls. Transformation is simply the process of watering it, nurturing it, and allowing it to bloom. And as you bloom, as you step into this new chapter, hold this truth close. You are no longer defined by what you lost. You are defined by what you are becoming. You are becoming strength. You are becoming light. You are becoming freedom. You are becoming greatness. The cocoon has served its purpose. The time has come to break open, to stretch your wings, to rise into the vastness of your potential. And as you rise, you will feel it like the sun breaking through after a storm. A warmth that tells you, this is who I was always meant to be. There comes a moment in every journey when you stop looking back. A moment when the weight has been lifted, the fire has refined you, and the transformation has birthed something new within your soul. That moment is now. That moment is awakening. Awakening is not a single spark. It is a sunrise, slow, steady, unstoppable. The night may have felt endless, but the light was always coming. And now it rises within you, painting your soul with colors you once thought you had lost: hope, peace, love, freedom. Awakening means you finally understand. You were never broken. You were being built. You were never abandoned. You were being guided back to yourself. You were never unworthy. You were always enough. Feel these words sink into your heart, because they are yours. This is your truth. Awakening is the moment you realize your worth was never tied to who stayed or who left. Your value is not measured by what others gave or withheld. Your worth is infinite, untouchable, undeniable, and now you rise in that worth. You breathe in that truth. You walk with a strength that no storm can shatter. Because awakening is not just healing from the past, it is stepping boldly into the future. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean. Behind you lies everything you've released: the pain, the doubt, the shadows. Before you stretches infinite possibility. The waves whisper you are free. You are ready. You are limitless. This is not imagination. This is reality. Because the moment you chose yourself, the moment you let go, the moment you ignited your inner fire and embraced your transformation, you became unstoppable. Now you walk in peace. Not the fragile peace that depends on others, but the unshakable peace that flows from within. You no longer chase after love. You embody it. You no longer beg for validation. You radiate it. You no longer fear the unknown. You welcome it, because you know the unknown is where you will continue to grow. And as you walk in this awakening, you will notice something extraordinary. The world responds differently, not because it changed, but because you did. The same doors that once felt closed now open. The same fears that once bound you now fall away. The same future that once felt distant now feels alive beneath your feet. Awakening does not mean the journey is over. It means you are finally awake to the power of the journey itself. You see now that every wound was a teacher. Every loss was a redirection. Every ending was a beginning in disguise. And through it all, you discovered the greatest truth: peace is not given. Peace is chosen. You chose it when you let go. You chose it when you believed in your strength. You chose it when you embraced your transformation. And now you choose it again, every single day. This is greatness. Not the greatness the world measures in titles or achievements, but the greatness of being fully alive, fully present, fully yourself. The greatness of walking in truth and refusing to settle for anything less than peace. You are not here by accident. You are not breathing by chance. You are here because life itself knew the world needed your light. And now, as you stand in the fullness of your awakening, you carry that light not only for yourself, but for everyone who will see you and remember their own. Think of the ripple effect one awakened soul can inspire thousands. One healed heart can open countless others. One life lived in truth can ignite a movement of courage across generations. That is the power of your awakening. That is the power of your greatness. So let your life speak. Let your steps echo with confidence. Let your voice carry with clarity. Let your presence radiate peace, not because you force it, but because you are it. And when challenges come, as they always will, you will no longer shrink. You will no longer crumble. You will stand tall because you know storms do not last, but your strength does. You know pain may visit, but peace is your home. You know losses may come, but nothing can take away your worth. This is the freedom you have found. This is the greatness you have awakened. This is the peace that belongs to you. So walk forward now, not as who you were, but as who you are. Walk forward with wings spread wide, with fire in your soul, with peace in your heart. Walk forward knowing the world is brighter because you are in it. And if ever you forget, if ever you doubt, if ever you feel the shadows trying to pull you back, pause, breathe, and remember, you have already let go of what was not meant for you. You have already discovered the fire within. You have already transformed into something greater. And now you are awake. This is your time. This is your life. This is your greatness. Focus on yourself. Let them go. Because your peace, it has always, always mattered.